I used my comedy to protect me for the most part. Like, I would crack jokes, I would, be silly.
Hi there, I'm Felesha Love on the Felesha Love Show. Thanks so much for joining me. I am so excited to talk about happiness today. And you know what? I'm going to give you practical ways to get closer to your happiness. Stop thinking about that relationship, that career that went bad, all of those things that did not work out the way that you planned them to work out. Forget about it. No, don't forget about it. There are nuggets of information and nuggets of wonderful lessons to learn in every adversity. So please believe that. And that actually is the key to your happiness. Have you ever looked at a diamond? Have you seen how many cuts there are in a diamond? So just think about this just for a moment. If every adversity, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every pain, every sadness that's ever crossed your path were a slit of that beautiful, brilliant diamond, you, my friend, are the most beautiful diamond, and you're ready to shine. So we're going to dust off that adversity and talk about what it takes to become happier from where you are now. It's coming up next on the Felesha Love Show.
And you can have 18 bedrooms and you're still only going to sleep on one bed. Mm-hmm. You find that out after you have 18 bedrooms because the ambition will lead you towards wanting those, the biggest possible things for yourself in life. You start to think about what you're genuinely after, and that's happiness.
I was a millionaire. I had beautiful women in my life. I had cars, a house, an incredible, a solid gold career, and a future. And yet, on a daily basis, I wanted to commit suicide.
I ended up in foster care because my mom had a car accident. She had issues with my dad. Like, my dad, she used to say I looked like my ugly-ass daddy. And for a long time, I thought my daddy was ugly. And then I actually saw him, and I was like, this man is beautiful. Like, I'm glad I officially met him as my father because I probably would have tried to date him. But she used to say that, and I think it was because she had issues, like they had domestic violence issues. My father and my mother, they fought a lot physically. And so I think that, especially after her car accident, that would pop up. That's a memory that would pop up, and she would look at me and that would remind her of that, and then she would want to fight me.
I slept in my van for a good 3 months at a point in my life, the Grizzly, I called it.
I've got 3 keys to happiness and a bonus if you hang on.
First of all, congrats on the Emmy.
Thank
you won the Emmy for Saturday Night Live. Yeah! You won the Emmy Award. Thank you. You won that. You posted this photo right here. It said, me and my girlfriend.
Yes. We sleep together.
You sleep together, yeah.
Yeah, this is close. I'm gonna get to a lesbian relationship at this point.
It is. Yeah, that's it. You said. That's fantastic. You have that, and you're so good. There's many more trophies to come in your future. I know that.
Really?
Yeah, you're
think
good.
So?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's so nice of you. I would prefer more checks.
I have your keys to happiness. I do. One of them is become more open. Become more open to becoming a lifelong learner, a risk taker, an adventurer, someone who is participating in life and refuses to be shut down or limited by adversity. Be open to learning the lesson and moving forward, even if that forward motion is just one tiny step.
I don't like wasting my time spending days just shaking people's hands and smiling, taking selfies. It feels shallow to my existence. I have a lot more to offer than my image. I don't like being used to make people money. I feel sad when I'm overworked and that I've just become a money-making machine and that my passion and my creativity take a back seat. That makes me unhappy.
I didn't like everything that I saw, but you got to do that in your life. If you ever want to do something great in your life, you're going to have to realize your failures. You're going to have to embrace them and figure out how to overcome them.
I got to keep you uplifted. You can't shut yourself off from possibility. And that's the surefire way to shut yourself off from possibility. And that's to give up or sit on the sideline or dwell in what has happened to you. Yes, it shouldn't have happened. It was awful. All of that. But it was yesterday. It's past. What is your lesson? That's what you want to concentrate on. What is your lesson? And be open to knowing what that lesson is. Someone said once that you have to love all of the broken pieces. And my goodness, if we were to sit down and talk about our lives and all of everything that broke us, wouldn't it be a sad saga? It absolutely would. But let's flip that on the other side and think about all of those challenges. You are a diamond. You are getting ready to shine in all your brilliance. Truth be told, we may think we have control, but we have little control over what happens in our lives. And I tell my daughters all the time, don't worry about making the wrong choice. You can always choose again. You can always choose again. Because if you sit on the sidelines and think, oh man, I can't make a choice because it's going to be the wrong one and I'll be miserable for the rest of my life, then you're going to freeze and you're not going to be a risk taker and you're not going to participate in life. So don't allow yourself to have that mindset. Think more open. The second key to happiness is being confident in your ability to find stability. Stability is what keeps us grounded. Stability is all that we have in life. And I'm not talking about the house, the car, and all of that, although it's great. I am talking about your mental stability, your physical stability, and your spiritual stability. And when you think about the adversity that you might have had, it may have rocked your world, baby, and may have rocked all three of those areas. And you may not have been sure whether or not you would be able to come out of it. But the universe has your back. Be confident in being able to make choices. And on the other side, gaining more clarity and more knowledge and becoming more and more stable and independent in who you really are.
And I never gave myself that credit. I never gave myself credit for being good at anything, I realized. Like, I always believed that you're always more apt to believe the negative things that people say about you than the positive things, because you're not telling yourself the positive things enough. We're always telling ourselves the negative things. And I feel like that's something that I've needed to learn how to do. So when I say things like that, I love myself or I love this, it's not a thing that comes from being arrogant or conceited. It comes from having to build yourself up from within, because those voices that we hear are always the ones that are more negative. And that's destructive, I think, and it makes us make bad choices in life.
Learn how to integrate your past. Don't allow the past to be big potholes that you just fall into and pitch a tent and get some tea and think about it all day long and make yourself more and more depressed. No, that's not the key to happiness. The key to happiness is being patient with yourself when those awful things happen, but limit the amount of time that you allow yourself to waddle in it. I can hear my friend Vina in my ear saying, there's a lesson in the blessing, and she's totally right. There is a lesson in every bit of your past. Watch out for the judgments that you have. Watch out for the stubbornness that you have, because there are limitations. You are limiting yourself from really experiencing what's on the other side because you're so stuck in your head thinking it's one way, and you're probably wrong as all get out. You've got to learn discernment. You've got to get in touch with your intuition. You're missing life, baby. Be a risk taker. Get in there, get into loving more, get into life more, become even more adventurous, because this is what I think about. I think about my past sometimes and I'm like, whoa, that could have just floored me. I know that there's a God, because on the other side, I shouldn't be here. But you know what? I think you made it. You made it, girl. So if you made this, bring the rest on. No, I'm not sitting on the sidelines. I got things to do, places to go, people to meet. And I am not going to shortchange myself off of that happiness because of something that happened in the past. What I will do, though, is use my discernment. I will not stick myself in the past, because that new person, that new experience doesn't have to be my past if I'm not thinking about it 24/7. So you see how that works? I hope this helps. And finally, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you are capable of doing. Don't keep asking people, what do you think about this? Or how do you think I'm doing with that? Yes, it's good feedback, but don't stay stuck in it. Don't let that be your judgment. Your judgment does not depend on what other people think about you. Your life, though, depends on what you think about yourself, your capabilities, your destiny, your passion for life, how you will thrive, how much happiness you will be able to have along the way. See, happiness isn't the destination. Happiness truly is the journey. It's the awareness, being mindfully aware of the journey. And the journey's going to have some good and some bad in it. You make some lemons, you get some lemons, you make lemonade. You get some tart cherries, you make a cherry pie, just add some sugar.
How will you use your personality, the energy of your personality, to serve that which is your soul's calling? I know this for sure. Any life, no matter how fantastic it is, how glorious it seems, how much attention you receive, how much square footage you have, any life and every life is enhanced by the sharing and the giving and the opening up of the heart space. Your life gets better when you can find a way to share it with someone else.
Believe in your destiny. Use your past as those slits and cuts in the diamond that you are, and allow yourself to shine, baby, shine. I'm Felesha Love. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure you check out the 2-Minute Manager. I'll give you a 2-minute clip of that on Instagram and on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Remember, my goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I know you can help me make that happen. I know you can. Thanks so much, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again soon. Till next time, be well.
Stands tall when she's knocked down. Living life with wisdom and power. She's the change on your airwaves. Tune in, she got something to say. Yeah. Felesha Love, 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 show. Felesha Love, 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 show. Felesha Love, 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 show. Felesha Love, 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 show. Felesha Love Show.
So I don't ever feel I have no help. I've had rainbows in my clouds. And the thing to do, it seems to me, is to prepare yourself so that you can be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. Somebody who may not look like you,